Hello guys, Wahoo here, back in another video. This time around we are talking about some improvements or some changes to Trove. Recently I did a stream. I usually stream like once a week or something like that, just to hang out a little bit with people. I have a lot of things going on right now, not only with the YouTube but also with other things and whatnot. Not that it matters, but the point is we are going to talk about some changes, and this list you see on your screen right now is provided by our good friend Chronosilla, and she has typed down a few things a lot of things, mostly changes, and you can go over the list if you want to do that. In the description I will link it there, this image as well, so you can't change in it. It's not like a document or anything like this. Just just a picture. But I will go over some of these things. I put them all on screen. I could have taken some of them out because I'm not super. Some of the stuff is very end game, and I would not go into kind of those things at all. Some of them I actually really don't understand, to be honest. I don't want to sugarcoat it that I didn't know what everything that is going on. Truly, I actually some of it I do not know, and I don't. Some of them I don't really agree on either, and I think it's a very preference thing, but you might agree on it as well. I do have a couple ideas myself. I've said them in other videos, but this inspired me. This list she made inspired me to do another video, and the last one I did was actually talking about the delve, and afterwards we got delve. I've heard after that that the whole delve thing is not, it's not my idea. It's something that's long gone, and I'm pretty sure it's not my idea. But I think they might have seen my video, because I know they saw it because they commented on it. They did see it, and I think that they said, okay, this is what the people want. It is a great idea. Maybe it was just in the idea pile, or they were already working on it, and then they said, yes, this is gonna be our in-game now, because it might already been done. I might have just been lucky and gotten in there. It doesn't really matter. The point is, let's go over all of these. So I'm gonna jump to point number 2 when you start this list, but I will put in my own 2 things as well. One thing being, of course, being the faction system. So a faction system would be like, we have the daily quest that is around. This is more of a content thing. It's not really a change, but we have factions all around in Trove, actually. Not too many. We could implement a few extra, but with that we could have some daily quests, and you could farm reputation with these factions and then buy exclusive stuff, and that would create content, and also they could time gate it by that. You can only do right now you can only do a certain amount of quests, right? And that would tie into, maybe there was only 5 available daily quests you could do with a faction, and then it would take you X amount of days to get, if you do them every day and stuff like that. And it'd be a little side thing where you also would be grinding Aventurine, which I really think they want a lot of people grinding this Aventurine, because they want people to keep their clubs going, or every club going, basically. So the other thing that I have is a group system. I just want to have a group system where you can be in a group and you can invite people to a group, like many other games have as well. And then would it be a benefit to be in a group as well, so it will incentive people to do so. But yeah, that's my 2 ideas, and you probably already looked over this list, and you don't even hear what I'm saying. You're just looking at the list. But let me take out the ones that I want to talk about, or I think is mostly interesting. And one is the music land biome and the Bard class as well. I think this is something that might have actually been, because Chrono has been around for a very long time, and she's been part of the game for a very, very long time, and it been, that doesn't like directly talk to the devs, but has, she's made a lot of in-game items and stuff like that. So you do get to interact with the devs and stuff like that. It might sometimes say, hey, yeah, if she might have asked, hey, what would be a cool class to do, and they might have said, hey, a Bard class, right? And music land biome and Bard class would great. We recently did get the, if you haven't, it's over now, but there was a survey going around talking about, what you would like to see, what would you like to see in Trove, classes, biomes, whatever, and stuff like that. And I answered it, and I saw a lot of other people, both Stife and Lord Faffy, making videos about people going in there and kind of talking about this or doing the survey. And I thought about doing one as well for me, or for my channel, but I was at that time I was on vacation, and I was like, if they've done it, I think they're gonna get enough feedback anyway. So just keep an eye out that for. Alright, so we are going to jump down a fair bit. We got something with the delves, we got some mementos. I don't really care for the mementos. I call them Pokemon because you have to catch them all, and it doesn't really matter too much. Then there was also a more future, like say in-game grind. Then there's something with banners. There's something stellar crafted banners, and that's something I also would like to see. Basically, our whole equipment page. We're talking, hat. We're talking hat, weapon, face, right? And then ring would like to be stellar. I would also like our banners being stellar, or be crafted into stellar, or combining, some kind of banners into. I don't know how you would do it, but I would like to see them being the same tier and not being, one being stellar, one being, radiant, one being, 3 other items being crystal, and so on and so on. I would like them to be all the same tier, and that's the beauty of the delve system that we have now, is that they can implement as much power rank as they want. And I know it wouldn't be a big boost, and that's why I'm thinking it's just like, do it right. For the stellar rings, we probably need a rework of the ring crafting as we got from the gardening. That would be awesome. I think some down here she says something about professions as well, rework. I thought she said something about down there, but it doesn't really matter. The point is a profession rework for the ring crafting as well, so we could get crystal rings as well, and we have some of the stuff probably already formed, gem dust and stuff like that, but they could implement a new item that would drop from some boxes from these, when you do a 5-star dungeon, that you can get the little Geoden cache thing, that's usually just has an extra core in it, and those could also now contain this item for you have to craft crystal rings, so people don't craft crystal rings on the first day. They do have to go out and farm a little bit. They might have all the dust for it and all the flux for it or whatever it takes, but yeah, I think that'd be a really good. Or it costs you crystalline cores, could also do cost that as well. But they can implement as much power rank as they want, so it's not really because the delve never ends. So yes, it doesn't matter if the deepest people can go is 200 or 250 or 300. Doesn't really matter. It's just a number per se, right? It's just whatever highest power rank there is, that can go down there. There's also something to do with the Leviathans, drop rework that makes a lot of sense. Also the torches and stuff like that, a lot of here, and also something I really like is instant worlds for Leviathans. It's quite, actually, it's not super annoying. I wouldn't say it's super annoying, but it's kind of annoying that you're just running around, farming your daily dungeons and stuff like that. Usually I just do my star bar on days that I play other things. If I have to play with my friends, I just they don't play Trove, right? So I just do my star bar and then I go play the games that they are playing, right? But I still want to do a little bit in Trove, so I usually just stop at the star bar because you can keep farming. There's not like an end to it per se, but if I have I feel like I've done my daily chore if I've done my star bar, because then I at least have done something, I got my star, bar, my qubits and stuff like that. So, but the point is that then everybody's invited to these Leviathan bosses, and then they're lagging my game out, because Trove works that more and more people you cram into a world, the more lag it's gonna have. So the longer you are in a world, usually people leave over time, right? They're going to do other things and maybe stop playing or stuff like that. And then the world you are playing in is going to be less laggy. That's how Trove works, right? But but these Leviathans just makes it so much more laggy because people keep inviting people to this world, and it would just be a lot better if there was a specific world for these Leviathans instead of having it in here. The next thing is an inner geode sync. We don't really have one right now, but it could be better. Luxian rework, I don't know what she really wanted to do with that, but mastery rework, we did get that, so I don't think we're gonna see that. Luxian, I don't know. I kind of like how it is, but it might be better in some ways. And then there's something with like some technical things. There's something that the death-defying veil being nerfed and stuff like that, and maybe Flask and emblems should be revisited and reworked in some way or whatever. But I don't think it's ever going to be so, because it's just how a whole Trove is built. And I actually said in the stream to Chrono, I said to her that I get a lot of questions about people getting one shot, and they want to know how they get more life so they don't get one shot. But if you get more life, you are going to nerf yourself in damage. So the way you counteract the one-shotting is that you get Death-Defying Veil from the store, which is actually not a pay-to-win thing at all, because you can get it from the in-game currency. The thing is, you get Death-Defying, that's going to heal you up unless you run out of charges, then you're going to die, but then you just put everything into damage. And I said, as a content creator, it's a lot easier to guide people to say, just get Death-Defying Veil, and then go for damage. Instead of going like a long guide telling people, yes, then you have to do this and do and like that's very tedious for people to go through, like a step by step. And I'm not talking like one step, I'm talking about many steps. But it's basically 2 steps, you know. 1 step, get death defined. Second, putting everything in your damage, and that's done. And that might be a little lazy in some way, but it's just a lot easier to guide people. And as it is right now, that just makes it a lot easier for me, and I don't know if that can be a thing or not. And also would love to see other emblems, as she says, invisibility emblem, where you cannot attack while you're invisible, but you can, you know, do maybe some interesting skips or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. Or an implement boosting emblems, so double effects thing maybe, and stuff like that. Then she talks about future in-game crystal gem rework. I don't think we need a gem rework. But crystal gems could be fun to do. It would take a long time. I recently got all my stellar gems to level 25, but I don't think we should be. When you get to 25, I think it could be great if you could get to level 25, right? And then you don't get a crystal gem, but you then convert that level 25 gem into a crystal 25 gem. It would be probably very expensive, or you had to get some very maybe some things from the delve, probably, you know, for specific levels of delve. You know, after level 110, there would be a in the shadowy soul vault, you know, the one you get from there. There would be almost like I would say 1 in 3rd chance that you would get maybe I wouldn't put it in every single one of them, because you might only need 1, or maybe let's say you need 10. You could also need 10. You could also do it in the other way, where you just need a bunch of them, right? And then you just get them every single time. But every 3rd one, or every 1 in 3rd, there would be a chance of this item dropping that you need to upgrade it. Then you need a lot of cosmic dust, and probably some crystalline cores, maybe some forge or something like that. All the items we are used to right now that would make sense for it to upgrade again. And then they don't have to add crystal gems to a new world, like make you 11, right? If you know what I mean. They don't have to make that, but you didn't upgrade it to level 25. That would also save a lot of people that has made all their stellar gems not have to start from scratch. And because, you know, some people would love the grind, and I don't think I would love it, but I think I would do it anyways, because that's just how I am, and, you know, I'll probably do it anyways. But I would kind of sad if you know, that is. But yeah, I think that's the way of going about it. Is that? Oh, I actually said something about removing the different either the magic gems or the physical as a specific, but I think we did a good job on that. So yeah. Anyways, crystal 5 gear, of course, and crystal rings. That's what we talked about before. There's also some potential freedom of stat choice, and I really love this. I really love this more stats that we can get on gems, so we're not used to only getting like from from a content creator. It's easy to tell people that you need either crit damage or physical damage, on your gems, whatever your class you need it, and then critical damage and then critical hit. That's how your gems are gonna look like. But if you want to go other direction, maybe jumps, maybe energy regen, something like that. And besides just going, max health percentage or max health right? Those two things, right? That's your other options, right? You used to have health regen on gems. I still have some of these old gems with health regen on them. They're not really good. You went away from it back in the day as well. But I would love to see other stats as gems and not health regen, energy regen and stuff like that. So you could customize your class. That is always going to be something when you min-max. There's always going to be something that is the best. But it's just great to have some options. So, for example, a new player could technically get some jumps through gems, right? A gem would just, you could just equip it. You see, it has 5 jumps on it, or maybe just 1 jump if it's a really low gem, actually. 1 jump on it, and then you have 1 extra jump, because jumps are really, you have 0, well, you have 2 jumps, but you get nowhere with the 2 jumps. That's why one of the boot allies are really good. It gives you 8 jumps, actually. But yeah, that would be fun to have something like that. Then she talked about Lunar Lancer rework, Gunslinger, and also Chloromancer. And Chloromancer, we know Chloromancer rework is coming. And she says a full rework. I don't know if the Gunslinger really needs that, or if the Lunar Lancer does that. I don't play those classes too often, but I'll always see that. But she also talks about class balance. Like, she wants to make all the classes in some ways viable and stuff like that. I don't know how you're gonna do that, but that's what I asked about that. The same thing with the subclasses as well. That's the one down here. Instead of just using the Knight class, for example, or the Lunar Lancer class. That's like the 2 ones you use. Sometimes maybe the Pirate class as well, subclass, for the magic find, but mostly the other 2s. Knight is just so freaking awesome that it's just, yeah. Kind of sad, but that's how it's all about the Flask and vials and emblems meta, right? So of course she talks about level 40 classes. I really think that'd be great. Again, you could definitely implement this because the end game is Delve, and again, it doesn't matter if you're the lowest you can go, or the highest level you can go in Delve is 200 and 200, 300, 500, 600. What doesn't matter. And also, of course, he talks about class gem balance as well into the what we talked about before, the classes and stuff like that. Then she talks about an ally habitants karma system, and this means that you have when you have gardening, you have these habitats that you make. You craft them and then you place them down, and then they attract these allies, and then sometimes you are going to get one of these allies. But there's some, it's very random when you're going to get these, but she wants kind of more of an karma system when you're like more able to receive the ones you or eventually you will receive those ones you get. Then she talks about battle arena rework. I would love to see that the battle tab we have now be reworked into something that works for battle royale. I think we should take I like the levels. I like leveling up just like we have the other ones, and then get you something cosmetic. It will be something totally cosmetic. You would get through it like you actually get now, and nothing that maybe you get some. If you level up, you get if you get to level, let's say level 100 PvP rank, or not ring, but level 100. Every time you went into what's it called, Bomb Royale. Every time you went into Bomb Royale, you received a coin. you were able to get an extra coin. But you had to receive a coin to get the extra coin. You can't just go in, then jump off the edge, and then you're like, yeah, I entered Bonreal, here's your extra coin, right? You had to actually get a coin. But if you won the thing, you wouldn't get extra coins. You would just get that extra. So if you got like 4 coins for winning, even getting first blood and stuff, all that sort of stuff, like the maximum you can get is 5, then you would get your extra coin and then getting 6 coins in total, if you get what I mean. That could be like level 101 for everyone. So in the sense you would therefore get more and more. It could be a thing, I don't know, but I think we should get a lot more custom things from PvP instead of. And I just don't really like that battle tab is there. It's never gonna. You can still do it if you want to, but you have to do private matches in you know what's it called? In your club worlds. That's what it is. So yeah. Then of course she talks about 200 geo mastery. That would be great. She talks about, you know, seals and you know, not only seals but also your shield. The shield thing is the one in the middle, and then the wings is the ones that are outside in your mastery in the corner seal, right? I would love to see a customization of that, you know, see if I can right now have the ugly wings, as I call them, the brown ones, the tentacle ones. I really never cared for them. So I waited a very long time not to get them actually. Now that I have them, because you just can't avoid them forever. I kind of hate that well, right now we cannot get rid of them because there's not enough mastery in the game. People are getting close to getting past it. But we will definitely, I will definitely have them for a very, very long time. And I wish that I could use whatever shield and whatever wings that I have unlocked. So, you know, I could use the lower tiers, of course, not higher tiers that you haven't passed, but lower tiers, like we did with the, we can do with our names. So if you have, you know, your yellow name from the Trove mastery, you can have it as a yellow, but you can also have it a white. I usually have mine as a white because I think it's mostly a political thing, if you think like that. I wouldn't say I would go with the seal. I would go with the lowest shield tier and then the lowest tier wings either. But it's just more like, I don't want to show off, you know, I don't want to show off all these things, and I don't want to promote that you have to have high mastery, and if you're not 2000 mastery, you know, don't talk to me or something like that. I know people are not always like that, but there is some elitists out there that is in the game, and I just want to have my white name to do so, to kind of show that it doesn't really matter as long as we have fun together and playing the game. And it's nothing to do the political about the seal thing. It's more of I don't like these brown wings at all. So I wish you could customize it like you can do with your name. And of course, also the she says 850 to 1000 mastery seal, of course. And then there's something about like reviewing items tradability, and that's always a hot topic, so I'm not going to go too much into that. But I've also talked now for almost 25 minutes, so you guys are probably, you know, kind of sick of this. But if you have some additions or something like that, make sure you put them in the comments. I've always post these videos to Trove themselves, so they kind of maybe sometimes look over them. I'm not sure if they're going to use 25 minutes to do so, but it's more just, you know, voicing what we have, and I thought that Chrono made a great job on this one specifically. So I want to, of course, and if you have something, you know, put them in the comments, and I would love to hear if you have some additions, maybe some changes or something like that. I love to hear from you guys as well, or on the Discord, that's also linked in the description. But yeah, comment below on the video, make sure you like and subscribe, helps me out very much, and also it makes it a lot easier for us to get these messages out to them. Maybe you don't agree on all what I said, but maybe there's some of the stuff you would say, yeah, that's definitely something I want in the game as well. I'm pretty sure you can find a couple of points in here. So anyways, again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.